Huey Lewis told us it's hip to be a square, but what about rectangles? I've been hands-on with the Trafford Crossroads and well, I've got some thoughts. Cue the titles.
Holy Grail.
Hey watch fam, I'm John Hooper. Welcome to the Holy Grail Watch Channel, literally another watch channel on the interwebs. And before we dive in, customary wristwatch check. I am wearing the very square Bell & Ross BR0392, and you know what? I love it. I know there's a lot of hate, I know there's a lot of controversy, but for the right price point, I love this watch. Anyway, let's forget about squares and talk about rectangles. This is the Trafford Crossroads, and I was lucky enough to get one out of the first batch, and it's interesting. I've got some thoughts, so let's dive into, I guess, my first ever review. At Holy Grail, we like to do things differently. Think of our reviews as watch dating. After all, that's what we're doing, isn't it? Finding that forever piece, finding that one that we want to hang on to and stay with us forever through the rest of our lives. But can you live with it? Is it a keeper? So is this, the Trafford Crossroads, a keeper? Let's find out. This is the Holy Grail Swipe Right watch review. Today we're swiping right on a Microbrand that's been making some serious waves in the watch industry, including the attention of Teddy Baldassar and that man from Shark's Den. And it's this, the Trafford Watch Co. Crossroads. And spoiler alert, it's kind of cool. So the first category is the value prop. Does the product match the advertising, imagery, story, all that good stuff? And I've got to say it does. And what was really cool was to get to connect with Nathan Trafford of well, everything Trafford watches, and really understand the brand, the process, and what he was trying to do in the watch space. And to be honest, when I got the watch in hand, that wasn't a surprise. It wasn't disappointing. The watch fits with what they're putting out there, and it's a great product, and it matches that value prop. Okay, so let's go first impressions. We're on a date. I've just picked up my Trafford. I put it on my wrist, and first impressions matter, right? So the Crossroads, the first thing that stood out was just the retro vibe of it. It's charming and it's different, and it's not just a homage to something else. You know, not just a derivative diver, or this one kind of looks like a Speedy. This isn't just your average Microbrand knockoff. It's something special, and I really like the shape. It's something you really want to pick up. It feels really nice. I love the dial. The Sunburst is on point. It's so nice. It's subtle, so it's got this deep, rich black. But when you flash it in the sun, it really feels like there's some texture in there. So kudos to Trafford for getting that right. And then you got me at the teal sea foamy color secondhand. That's just completely my MO. And the red rotor on the back is fantastic. I really like it. You know, just those little flourishes, those little details. So yeah, you know, first impression, I'm swiping right. So we matched, and now it's time for our first date. So unboxing the Crossroads felt like opening a gift that I've been waiting for a while, and it was right. I'd been waiting over 6 months, I think, from ordering to getting it. And I have to say, on the wrist, it's the perfect fit. 40 mil, 11 mil thickness, and it slides right under a cuff, but still has presence to remind you it's there. You can wear it with a t-shirt, you can wear it with a shirt. It's kind of that go anywhere, do anything watch, as long as you're not probably underwater. The domed sapphire crystal, and it's slightly proud and elevated, is great. It's not too noticeable in terms of, it doesn't look like you're going to chip the front of it every time you walk past the door frame. But it has that vintage nod that says, don't worry, I'm good, I got you. So for me, the killer thing about the Crossroads, it's the versatility. It's not just good looking, but it's really versatile. You can dress this up with a suit. You can throw it on with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, and it still looks cool. It doesn't need to shout about what it is. It just kind of plays its card really well. Funny enough, you know, it is eye-catching. I've taken it to a few watch meetups, and I got a lot of people interested in and asking me about the brand and the history and all that good stuff. I think that's a great tick in the box for the presence of this watch. All right, but not everything's perfect, right? Even in the best dates, there's always some red flags, and that's what this category is all about. So what about the Crossroads? Maybe the design is a bit too subtle for someone looking for a statement piece. It's certainly not a statement piece, it's kind of stealthy. And the Miyota 9015 movement is reliable, but some people may have wished for something a bit more exclusive. I think I live in enough of a real world to understand, there's a price point inflection there, and picking the Miyota was a great idea just for reliability and just for how sturdy that movement is. To be honest, these things are only minor anyway. I didn't have any real deal breakers with the watch, except maybe one. My only negative is the strap. It comes with, let's just say there's a budget-friendly strap that comes with it. And it looks good, actually. The teal strap looked really good. My thing is I'm not a leather strap kind of person. I live in a hot climate, running, sweating, walking around, all that good stuff. Yeah, so I put it on this tropic strap, and I absolutely love it. The cool thing is Trafford thought about this, and they built it with a quick release strap, so it was easy enough to take the strap off and put on something different. And I think this tropic just really looks good. It just changes the watch. It makes it a little bit more sporty, I guess a bit more nodding towards a Santos, that kind of thing. But rocking the tropic is great. I live in a hot climate. It gets hot, it gets sweaty. I don't like leather straps anyway, so that was my only little tiny red flag. But hey, there's some really good strap options from Trafford as well, which is pretty cool. So, we're partway through the review. Chemistry check. Well, I've been wearing my Trafford for a long time, but I wanted to get some thoughts down after a week of wearing it. And I've got to say, it ticks so many boxes. It's comfortable, it's durable, it's impressive. It gets people talking. It's why we wear watches. And it's not just the looks, it's the feel. I love the red rotor at the back, and that thing, that thing pops. But the curve of the case, it's so well engineered. It kind of hugs your wrist without digging or without being too short. That lug to lug measurement is perfect for my wrist. And there's care in every component, every detail, the subtle sunburst. There's a rose emblem on the crown. It's a product that's been cared over and cared in the design, and it's so cool to see. So, I think you probably know the answer, but ghost or follow? That's where we're at in the review. So is this a ghost or is this a follow-up? Will I be wearing it? Well, pretty obvious, right? The Trafford Crossroad is a fantastic watch to my collection, and it's amazing as a value proposition. It's beyond the sum of its parts, and this is the Gen 1, and it's a keeper for me. I can't wait to see what this brand does. I do think it's going to be a huge brand, and I feel like I'm part of the journey. It's got the looks, it's got the build, and most importantly, it feels like it's got this heart to it. If you're at a crossroads in your watch buying journey, this might be the direction you want to take. I know they're selling out, but I know there'll be new batches and there'll be refinements and new colors. I know Nathan is super excited by the opportunities that are opening up for him, and he's really playing with colors and with tone and texture and form and design, and it's so cool to see. So there we go. I'm swiping right. Here's to the second date. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give us a like. And if you didn't like it, tell us why in the comments. And feel free to subscribe. There'll be more videos, more reviews, more watch talk, and I can't wait to keep growing this channel. So for more in-depth reviews of the latest in horology, please do just keep in touch. And until next time, Holy Grail out.
Holy Grail.